Hey, and welcome back to Solvent Life. Today we're taking a look at Solvent GPT, one of our newest programs that have just come out. And what we're going to be doing here is just a walkthrough of the actual entire system, what it can kind of do for you and its specific features. So here we have a sign up and a sign in. Obviously, if you have an account, you're just going to go and sign up there by just putting in your first name, last name, email, password, or you can just continue with Google. Since I already have an account, we're going to go ahead and continue with Google here. And then it'll log you straight in. So the first thing you'll see here is your chat history on the left-hand side. This can be adjusted to put it away and also to bring it back as well. And then also at the top of the bar here, you have a hedge fund manager. You can turn this on and off. And essentially what this will do is that anytime you type a question in the chat and get an answer, it will talk back to you in a AI-generated voice that is very smooth for the moment. So you can see that also in the middle of the chart we have how can I help you, and some popular questions that some of our current users have asked it. So give me a summary of Tesla's earnings for 2023. Show me today current economic calendar and scheduled events, a chart for the US 500 and arbitrage strategies from the US market. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and ask it an overview of the US market. So give me an overview of the US markets. And here we go. It's given a lovely overview of the US markets and what you can kind of do with it. It categorizes it by sector. So in this case, electronic technology, finance, retail, trade. This is interactable, and you can click these specific stocks to see an in-depth view of their stocks. But you can even do something even better. You can check it right in the application itself. So if I want to look at Apple today, I'll say, give me a chart, Apple. And it'll go ahead and pull that up for me as well. So there you go. It's pulled up a chart of Apple, and this is also interactable. So you can see an in-depth version of Apple stock right now. And this is also very adjustable. So you can directly look at and analyze stocks within the application without having to go anywhere else. So in this case, this is the 1 hour time frame. I'll take a look at the daily time frame because I'm a daily trader. And we can see there's quite a lot of information you can get from it. And if I want to ask a follow-up, I can go ahead and say, give me the performance review of Apple in 2023. Because I want to learn a bit more about the financials of the company and what's going on with Apple at the moment. So now that it has Apple and we've looked at Apple, we can go ahead and see some of the financials here. So it'll take a second and it'll actually go through the entire thing. So in this case, we can see the financial performance, product lineup, performance axes, hardware rankings, and user feedback. So everything here is so concise and specific to Apple specifically. So all of this information normally would take ages to find on your own, but what you can do nowadays with Solvent GPT is you can just find it very easily. Now, if you've just signed up to Solvent GPT, you're going to be on a free account, which means that you'll get 5 prompts a day. Now, at the current moment, with the free models that we do have, it only has 32 billion parameters, which is still a lot of parameters. But our pro models go up to 500 billion parameters. Now that gives you access to information that is basically unheard of, that you cannot find on the internet yourself, without doing some very, very deep digging and taking days out of your schedule to do so. Just one example of that is specific filings from the SEC. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, me some of the most recent insider trades in the USA. So I can go ahead and find all of that with a simple prompt like give me some of the most recent insider trades in the USA. And what Solvent GPT will do is it will search through 500 billion parameters to find exactly the types of insider trades that have happened most recently. So overall, the USA is mixed with a combination of buying and selling among actives. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll ask a follow-up and we'll say, give me specific companies that have been bought or sold in the last week. trades. So in this case, we're going to ask for insider trades and give me specific companies that have been bought or sold in the last week. So we'll see what it can do there and think about it, because you just have to stop and think about how big these parameters are. It's 500 billion parameters that it searches through every time you ask a question. So the speeds at which it's searching through it is just astronomical. Okay, so look at this. We've found a fantastic amount of information here. We can see that there are some insider buys for these specific companies, and you can tell. So today is the 17th of August. So this was sold on the 15th of August, so a few days ago. You can see how recent it finds these filings directly. So this guy, Parker Herbert, director, bought 7,566 shares at $65.71 a share. More interestingly, the insider sells here. You can see that Timothy W. Turner in the company RYAN, which is an affiliate, sold 2 million shares at $65.45 each on August 9th. So this will give you some very interesting insider information on where these specific companies are going and why these directors and officers and affiliates and presidents and CEO are selling their shares. So it puts it into perspective and cuts out a lot of the middleman research that you need to do to essentially look at a company full on. So let's say if I'm interested in this specific company here. So let's see. I want to take a look at. Let's take a look at Ryan. So I'm going to go ahead and say, give me more information about this guy. Let's see if we can find anything here. Because let's say see that he's sold $2 million, 2 million shares of his company at $65 a share on August 9th. I want to learn more about him, so I'll ask a follow-up and I'll say, okay, give me some more information on Timothy W. Turner. Who is he in his role at Specialty Ryan Group Holdings? So you can see here he's the president director since 2021. He's the chairman CTO of CRRT Specialty, a brokerage wholesale. And he has 37 years of experience. So it'll find everything. It'll find their position, their background, their compensation and net worth. I mean, it's crazy how much information this stuff has. So there you go. And his insider trading holdings, so you can see that he made a recent share sell, and he holds a significant number of shares. So you can see exactly how many shares that he actually holds, which is 5,610,001 share valued at 312 million as of May 30th, 2024. So this gives you a bit of information on what this person is doing for this specific company. And you can definitely get some interesting stuff here if you look hard enough. And it's much easier nowadays because you have Solvent GPT to do the heavy lifting for you. And yeah, it's incredible to see. So as well, if I want to pull up the actual stock chart for this, I can go ahead and do so as well. So give me the chart for RYAN. If it is a publicly traded company. So there we go. So you can see the actual chart itself has been pulled up. So now, based off of this information, he sold a bunch of shares on, let's see, August 9th, 2024. So let's go back to August 9th. Right here. So you can see that's exactly where he sold some of his shares. You can see the downward increase since then. So you got to ask yourself, why are these insiders doing what they're doing, right? And essentially, it's limitless in what you can ask in terms of Solvent GPT will find. Sometimes it will pull up information from the darkest corners of the internet using dark pool data, but other times, it's surface information which is easily found. But the most important thing is that it'll give it to you in a split second and save you a lot of time, particularly when you're about to take a position on the market. So what I mainly use this for, obviously, is trading the US 500, as I normally just trade that on a day-to-day basis. But this can be used for a plethora of other activities on the financial markets to give you a lot of information about a specific person and their position sizes to essentially either copy or give you some warnings about when to get out, type of thing. So that's going to be it for me, for what Solvent GPT can do for today. And we'll be back tomorrow to give you a bit more information on what the AI hedge fund manager can do for you. So So I'll see you on a new video tomorrow. We'll see what the AI hedge fund manager can do and how it can talk to you about specific issues day to day. Thanks for tuning in.